earlier, I think.
See, that's the
And
thing. And
welcome to
I,
episode 111 of Ripping the Rack podcast. We're live out to the
live,
interwebs.
Live.
Live out to the
live
So it's
on
not
interwebs.
Tuesday.
Saturday night,
It's not Tuesday. Wait. Okay, it's not Tuesday morning.
It's
live on
Monday on a
Monday
Okay.
night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Brian, why are you still wearing
Yeah.
that hat, man?
Yeah. So we're live.
Take it off, man.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Just live in the shame for another few days.
You can make even more fun of me next week when I see you. So it'll be hilarious.
Can't wait.
I need I'm going to have to do a nickname because I can't have my
Yeah.
name up here and have King of the North and Coastal Crusader and then just
Gim
Matero.
Davero.
Well, your nickname is Tim effing Matero, so it's just
That's
effing
just
in the middle.
all right. So, well, we talk here. With me today, King of the North and Coastal Crusader, and me. Yay! Look at us go.
Hi, everybody.
Let's see.
I'm gonna share this.
That's my
Well,
belt.
that's what I
right
was-
there.
Share.
Got my belt.
That's what I was going to.
Share to Facebook. Hello, Nico. You're back
Hey, look,
again.
Nico's back.
We're live. Come talk to us. Posted.
Where did you post it?
I just posted on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I didn't go into the. So yeah, Brian. Well, Rumble.
Yeah.
So I was talking about this because somebody said that too. Said Cody should have come out earlier. If he's coming out earlier, you're putting him at number one or two, because you need to give him.
I had a
He doesn't get the pop in the middle.
I had a different thought.
Right.
You bring him out at 20 because that was the spot his dad was in the only time Dusty was ever in a Rumble. It was 20.
Right. Yeah, you could have done that. I wish 20 was.
I understand
20
30, but they need to stop. Like tonight on Raw, he opened with "I outlasted 29 other guys." No, you didn't. You came in 30.
No. Yeah, you came in 30. I know. I hated that too when he started that way.
I'm glad he won, and it's going to be a great match. But you're going to Elimination Chamber in Montreal, right?
Oh yeah.
You're going to get to see Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah.
How does Roman win and get out of the building? How does he win and get out of the building?
So I feel, and I'm hoping they do this. I really hope they find a way give.
If they screw
Roman,
him, it's going to make the Bret Hart
man.
thing look
My camera is flipped. This is my right hand. This is my left hand.
Yeah, no. So
oh my God! Wait, mine's
setting
flipped.
you have to go. No, see, this is right for me, and this is left.
I am.
No, you have to go in when you set it up.
This is my right, but it's on my left.
Your camera. Yeah, you have to mirror your camera, guy.
This is my left.
Anyways, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God! I'm not even high.
What? So yeah. So I want them to find a way to split the belts, whether that be after grabbing air titties after. After he gets absolutely smashed by Roman in Montreal, he comes out the next night and just says, "I want another shot." And then Cody says, "Well, why don't you take him Saturday and I'll take him Sunday?" Because then you'd get Cody the main event of WrestleMania, and you'd still give Sami his match. So you'd have to find a way to get either both belts off him or just one. Because it's hard because I think you need to get him. I think you need to get him to 1,000 days. I think this is the whole point of it. You need to get him to 1,000.
Yeah. Well, here's how I would have booked it.
I like this one better.
So I would have Sami Zayn lose in Montreal, but I would have Roman be relying on Jimmy and Solo to help him, and then they choose not to, and then they start questioning. You can't do a thing yourself. And he still does it. He uses a chair to do it. He uses a chair to do it.
See all you two. Yeah.
But then the other two leave him. So then he has to come out alone at WrestleMania.
So this is the Candlepin Bowling Show, and we're talking wrestling.
Yeah. Just because you don't enjoy it does not mean that we can't have a chat. We can have 10 minutes of silent Tim. How do you mute a mic on here? Can you do that?
Yeah, I could mute Calvin.
Yeah.
We could do the world.
We can talk about stuff till we get questions. How many
Yeah, we
people?
got-
Well,
do
no,
have
we got
watching
plenty.
right
We got
now?
plenty of stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, there's been lots of stuff happening.
Yeah. We definitely have plenty of stuff. Calvin, how was
I-
your
Well,
was
let's
your
talk
weekend?
No, I've got. We'll talk about other stuff first.
No, I want to talk about your
listen,
weekend.
We'll talk about my weekend here in a minute.
Okay.
That'll be the last. I'm gonna take over the grinds my gears from Brian for a week.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gonna grind. So first, let's go with the women's, the Laura and Trudy Memorial. People sent me stats. I got it all. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Let's talk about it. So Laura and Trudy's
Today's episode
girls-
is brought to you by. Oh wait, I'm gotta go this way. It's brought to you by Vitamin Water and not by Zoa.
Powerade. It's brought by Powerade.
Okay. So anyway, sorry.
It's
back to the Trudy and Laura and Trudy show.
Red Solo Cup.
I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Okay.
Sorry.
Laura and Trudy Memorial. The Laura and Trudy's girls ended up winning with a 20-2 record. The She Unit ended up second with 18-4. Deadwood Divas finished third at 18-4. What was the pinfall? It was I guess 300 pins. It was a lot of pins, but it was still. So She Unit got the second place by pinfall. Alley Cats and Pajo's girls. We'll go with Pajo's. They ended up both at 12-10, with Alley Cats getting that by pinfall. So that was good. High game of the tournament was Narissa Daniels at 152.
Nice game.
Yeah, and she also had high average for the tournament at 111.
Good job, Narissa.
Yes, good job, Narissa's right. Laura's and Trudy's girls was Amanda Leibolt, Kim LaHaye. That's going to be what I'm going to guess. Deanna Baker, Lynn McClellan, Elizabeth Vizina, and Michelle Murphy. So congrats to the girls. Brian, you can't chat and be on that. What is going on?
He can
Dude,
chat.
I'm
He's
a pro with this. I do it every Sunday.
Brian does
Wednesday,
this. He's our professional
Tuesday.
vlogger, hogger, whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I do 4 of these a week. We're good.
Yeah. So that was that one. What happened in what are we going here? Which group am I going? That one. That's what I meant to go to. Corey had a doubles tournament on Sunday. And
that was at the Dome, right?
Yeah, at the Bolodrome, a really nice Bolodrome. And they didn't take pictures of the stats, I should say. But Corey remembered the order. Colby and Chris ended up winning. Ryan and some loser, which I assume is Corey, finished second. Ty and Bronson third. BJ and Sarah fourth. Ann and Steve, Dwayne. Oh, Ann and Steve. And then there's Dwayne and Randy.
Ann and Steve Dwayne?
Yeah, Ann and Steve Dwayne.
Is he from Manitoba?
Must be.
Steve Dwayne.
Ann and Steve, and then Dwayne and Randy, yeah.
It's Billy Bob's cousin.
Yeah. Billy Bob, Flippity Bob.
Is that hyphenated or is it just one, Steve Dwayne?
Yeah, just one Steve Dwayne. And then we had the men's 560 this past weekend. So the winners, let's just do that first. Let's get that out of the way.
Well, first, I don't think I like Nico's attitude right now.
Yeah. Nico's just telling us what to do here.
Telling me what to do. He's not my wife.
Nico, yeah. Mine doesn't tell me what to do either.
Just kidding, Nico. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you, Nico. Don't go away yet. You're
And
probably our
watching.
only listener right now. So the 560 this weekend. The winners were the Wrecking Balls, which was Eve Boudreau's team. They beat Robbie Hopper and Justin Jones's team in the finals. They were the Free Agents. Third and fourth place team, which were knocked out in the semifinals, was Brandon's team, the French Toast Mafia, I think is what they called themselves. And the other team, yeah. And then the other team was Eric McGuigan's team, and they were the Pocket Pounders, is what they called themselves.
Hey, that's our Thursday night team.
That's our Thursday night team.
Is it? Well, now they've had that
absolutely.
560 game for a good 3 or 4 years. So, but yeah, so those were the winners. So, I hope we have a lot of viewers. I hope we're getting there.
No, but you know what? This will be on our page, and we
no,
will be
but if you're about
this.
to say something, people will be gonna watch it.
Are we? Is this when we have our grinding of Calvin's gears?
Yeah, we could get there, or we could talk about other stuff and get to the grind.
Here, no, allow me to pass the gear to you to grind.
Yeah. I look. I'm high-fiving my left hand. No, that's my right hand. I don't like
mine.
this.
I switched mine so it works.
Technology. Settings and mirror.
Yeah, I know. You just have to go down to the bottom left, Tim. There is your little picture, and then when you hit the
okay, I feel better now.
And then
that's my right hand. That's my left. Okay, I'm good now.
Good now. Good now. Yeah. Okay, good. So grinds my gears. What grinds my gears is fully automated scoring. I can't stand it. I don't understand why it exists. I guess sorry, I shouldn't say that. I do understand why it exists. It's for people who don't know how to bowl and they're just going in there and they're having fun and they're throwing balls. But when it comes to hosting tournaments, you cannot host a tournament that has fully automated scoring. It causes problems. It causes screw-ups. It causes
the absolute best case scenario of that is what happened at the Worlds in Lita. That was the absolute best case scenario of a tournament of that magnitude being run with automatic scoring.
What'd they do?
And it was still difficult. You had to keep it on paper and the TV. Right, Tim? You had to it was like double checking, wasn't it?
What, for the Worlds?
You had to do it on paper and the TV. Yeah. No, the Worlds that year in Lita.
Oh,
we kept it on paper.
Yeah. No, I had absolutely zero problem with that one because the official score was on
that's
paper.
The absolute best case scenario of how it went with that.
Yeah,
we had
I have a complete
pin drop slide.
I cannot. How do I word this?
I don't still like.
I hate automatic scoring in Candlepin bowling. I mean, hate with the passion of 1,000 burning suns of complete hate. And it's only because I don't want the pin setter resetting for me. I don't need it to reset for me. I know how to push a button. I don't like all the mistakes it makes. I don't like constantly having to correct my score. I don't. It sucks. I guess that's about as eloquently as I can put it.
Yeah.
Automatic scoring in Candlepin bowling sucks like donkey balls.
Big fan of CompuScore.
Yeah, but it's going away because he retired and there's no one to take over. Yeah. So you don't have any choices other than an individual creating their own program. That's the only option at this point is someone's going to have to create their own program. Aaron Basford was working on something, but automatic scoring is great for 10-pin. Automatic scoring is great for, open bowling.
Nico, they can turn off the automatic reset. The only problem is what we were told this weekend is that somebody actually tried to turn it off and you just put in the scores manually and it took an extra 45 minutes on the match, I guess. So you're there an extra hour for every match trying to put in for the automated scoring. It causes an extra 45 minutes each match. So you're there. Instead of, say, 3 hours, you're there 3 hours and 45 minutes, and you're looking at almost – if we were there for 12 hours on Saturday and you had 45 minutes to each match. Yeah, well, no, it wouldn't just each match, not string. So it's like 15 minutes of string, essentially, to pause and put in the score. So 45 minutes a match, you're there an extra 2 hours. So we're there for almost 14 hours if we didn't – at least that's what we were told. I don't believe so. I believe any person who's knows how to push a button can just simply sit there and push the buttons and each box you just follow along and go. We didn't try it, and anyways. So the situation that happened, and I talked about this with Tim a little bit before, So we were in the 10th box Sunday, our first match, the third string. We had won the first two strings. It was close. I think there was between first, going into Sunday morning, between first and I think like fifth or sixth was 8 points. Like everybody was close. There was like two or three teams who were there. They were having fun and I'm sure they enjoyed themselves, but just couldn't get any luck or couldn't keep up and just, bowling bad. So it was basically everybody was always taking points off them. And then all the other 5 teams were taking points off each other. So everybody was close. Top 4 made playoffs. And we're into our first match, 10th box, third string. And it was 2 pins. The bowler on the right threw down at the 2 pin and I think took out the 3. So left like the 4, the big jumble 6 and the 7 pin. So left that. My guy on the left threw an absolute missile in the pocket. The pin slid over and was about 3/4 in the gutter, but there's no gutters there. It's flat gutters, right? So the pin did not fall, but the machine felt the pin off the sensor, so it reset. So the argument was the pin didn't fall over, but if the pin was going into a gutter, it would have fallen over. And there was probably we were like the second last match done, so there was about 40-50 people watching the match because they knew it was close. And then there was about 10-15 people who were over on lane 1 and 2 who also saw it, and they knew it was in the gutter. Now I'm not going to say names because the people who were there, they know. But
can I say names?
No. In a close match, I messaged the guy because we're friends, and I messaged him and I said that was a strike, and they said no, it wasn't. I said, listen, I would have done probably the exact same thing that you would have. It was a close match. It happened. You don't want it to happen against you, so you're going to be the one to argue against it. You don't want the strike to happen. It didn't happen. You don't want it to happen. It's 2 pins. You don't want that extra 2 balls to do it. So, anyways, we called the head of the tournament over, and we just said, listen, this is what happened. What is the ruling that we're going to use? So he said strike, and then the other guys, of course, said, whoa. We said at the beginning that when the light goes off, that is what concludes the box. So let's say you had an 8-pin break or whatever, and you plucked one, but it hit a wood and came off the wall and took the pin for like your 10 box, and the pin fell over. If the light goes on before the pin falls over, it's only a 9 box. It's not a 10 box. Right. I know. Listen, I know. I argued it till I was red in the face. I said, you can't do it that way.
Ooh, I don't like that.
They said it's the only fair way, because then they said we get into the situation that we got into. Who is right and who is wrong on when the pin was falling over. So of course, for me, like if it's a 1-pin match, that's a 10. For the team I'm against, no, it's a 9. The sweep was down and it never fell over before. So it's if somebody pushed the button, it was falling after the button.
Technically,
listen, I know. Technically, it's a electronic interference or whatever, and that's the same situation we just had. It slid over, it reset, thinking that it was over, so it's technically a technical interference. So that's what ended up being the ruling. Is that?
But didn't it slide all the way over into what would have been the gutter?
But it didn't fall over.
So. But if it leaves the plate, if it leaves the scoring area, which is the designated plate, it's down.
Right. I understand that. But from one angle, all they could see was that the pin was still standing. They couldn't see that the pin was in the plate or off the plate. So then when the sweep came down, there's no way to verify what's what. right?
True.
We could see that it was in the gutter because we're staring right at it. We're watching it, but they're at an angle over to the right. They
Is there
don't
any way to
see
see what the camera saw that reset it?
No, there's no camera. There's no like full camera that looks down at the pin or whatever. It's just a sensor.
It's just got set spot.
It's just a laser.
Sensors.
Yeah. So it picked it up. So anyways, we ended up. So I mean, even worse about
automatic scoring.
I know. Even worse that I hate about fully automatic scoring is the very next box that he had to do over. He only threw 2 balls and it reset on its own. We were all like, "What the fuck?" Because it thought that he threw a strike. So it was counting the 2 balls for his load on the strike. So it reset. So he had to do the box all over again because he didn't throw his 3rd ball. And it was just, it's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We ended up losing that string by 1 pin, and we missed playoffs by 2 points. Had he gotten the strike that he should have gotten, exactly. Had he gotten the strike he should have gotten, he probably would have had 7 or 8 on the mark and probably would have won the string. But he didn't get what he was supposed to get. We lost the string by 1 pin, missed the playoffs by 2 points. Automated scoring, fully
Took money
automatic,
out of your pocket.
Fully automatic grinds my gears. I do not want it in bowling tournaments. Find a way to turn it off. Find a way to put something in that we can turn it off.
Pencil and paper.
You think
that too?
You not only have that, but then you have a place like Lewiston, which is fully automatic. You have to enter every single box, every ball in. You have to have someone sitting at a score table go, "Oh, he got 3. Press the 3."
Yeah, exactly.
It's the stupidest thing in the history of stupid things.
Yeah. And Nico, what happened? So when we deleted the frame from the scoring system, but the computer itself still believed he threw a strike, so it was only registering the 2 balls that he threw. That's why it reset. The computer still thought he was throwing on a strike. Didn't think that we actually deleted the whole frame and fixed it or whatever. It thought it was still on a strike, and it only picked up his 2 balls and then reset again.
Hate it. Hate. Oh my God.
And I said from the beginning, I said, I'm not going to bowl in this tournament listen, I couldn't count on my toes, hands, 17 people's hands, toes, the amount of times that what's the high five? Yeah.
Yes,
job,
Marissa. I'll give you a high five.
Yeah, there you go. Self high five. So how many times it reset on a 3rd ball because a pin or a ball, even picks up a ball in the gutter as a ball thrown. So it picks up every little movement outside of that zone as a ball thrown. So the amount of times that the 3rd ball was thrown and a pin flies out, and then it resets and you get the whole box over again, and then you throw like a strike or a spare or something that you never should have gotten. I said I'll never be back. I'll never go back with automated scoring. I can't.
Again, fully automated scoring has its place in the game of bowling. 10-pin, duck pin, 5-pin, candlepin, whatever.
Yeah.
But not for tournaments.
No.
You want to do it for league? Fine. Whatever. I don't like it, but then again, I don't really. I don't. No. How do I word this? And
you don't put that much emphasis on league. You don't put that much emphasis on league, or you don't spend that. You spend a lot of money at leagues, but you don't spend that much money, and you don't have that much money to win or gain.
Right.
Where you can gain all this tournament money. Yeah.
It should never have automatic scoring for a tournament. I'm fine with the CompuScore. They call it semi-automatic. That's fine.
And that's what
you want me to press a button, I can press a button.
Yeah, and that's what Nico's talking about. Yes, that's semi-automatic.
My 4-year-old keeps score for us on Thursday nights. Just tell him what number to push, and he pushes.
Push the button. It's not difficult. And if you push the wrong button, score correct, push the button again.
Yep. You got to turn off the stupid cartoons.
Well, yeah, he was a little upset about that, but
I like the cartoons. I think they should leave them in. Those are fun to look at. That's why I love bowling like Fairview. I love the little cartoons.
Oh, that annoys me. I don't know why.
Why?
And it's
I don't
because
know
I'm
why.
old.
It's just
It's because
so.
I'm
It's just fun
He
little
doesn't like
things.
to have any
No.
fun, Calvin.
I'm the get off my yard. I'm at that age now where I don't want people on my lawn.
You're just distracted by everything. That's all. Your
He just
your
likes
little
the woodland
4-year-old
critters on
mind
his
was
lawn,
all,
but not
oh my
people.
god, pretty.
Squirrel. It's yeah.
He forgets what he's doing halfway through his approach sometimes.
Oh my god, I did that to a guy. I felt so bad. So I went up to him. I said he was throwing his ball always to the left. So he goes like, watch me, see what I'm doing. So I watched him, and his first ball went to the left, but his second ball, it went straight, like right. It was a beautiful ball in the pocket, and he spared it up. I said, okay, I figured it out. When you go and you throw that good ball, you take a first you kind of hesitate. So when you hesitate, your body is going and your arm is now going with your body instead of what you were doing.
Oh no, you made him think way too much, didn't you?
He thought way too much. He literally danced on the lane as he went to throw his ball because he couldn't figure out what I tried to tell him to do when he was trying to do it. And he literally went like this. So we called him two-step the whole weekend.
Oh my god, Nico. Yeah, in Woburn, it does make you confirm the mark happen. I still don't like it, just because I just don't like automatic scoring for Candlepin bowling. It's easy in 10-pin because it's like, what is it, a 9-pin drop or a strike?
Yeah.
Oh look,
or
10 strikes in a row. Great.
Yeah.
What else you got, Calvin, up there? Any other
this weekend? No more results. I don't think there were any more tournaments. But there's the upcoming ones. The Peter Wells is this weekend in Windsor. I think they just posted today that they only have 11 teams. So if you guys want to go out to Windsor, I think it's $375 a team. So get a team together, go out to Windsor and get that filled up.
Don't go to Windsor, Ontario, though.
No, not Windsor, Ontario. No, Windsor, Nova Scotia.
Windsor, Maine?
Not Windsor, Maine either.
I'm going that Thursday.
And then 560, Super Bowl 560. And I get to be the greatest heel on Sunday. I'm so excited. There's going to be a whole room full of people who hate the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm going to be there. I'll probably wear some red. I'll be so excited. I know. There's my boy. He'll be there. He'll be there hating on the Eagles.
I'll be where it's 80 degrees and warm.
Nobody cares, Tim. Nobody was talking to you.
I hope it's 62 and raining.
I hope so too. Oh my god!
You guys can go fuck yourself.
I hope it. You know what? No, Tim, you can go on a nice trip, but I hope for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday it is absolutely pissing rain.
That's the whole trip. Why would? No,
I thought you were going for a week.
We're heading down. We're heading down Thursday, and we come back Monday.
Okay, well, Thursday and Monday it could be 60. It could be 90 degrees.
No, because Monday we leave at 7 a.m.
Oh, okay, 7 a.m. You can get out there and have a light.
Sun's gonna come out at 7:30. Right as you're taking off on the plane.
I hate both of you.
Because look! I have to go through that again. My finger is like twice the size it should be.
I only have a few more months of having calluses, and then I'll never have calluses again.
Stop! You're not retiring.
You don't.
I am.
The only calluses you ever have on your hands are from bowling.
I know. They'll be soft and supple.
Well, and him jerking too much.
Hey, this is a kid-friendly show.
Jerkin the
Jergens.
gherkin.
Jergens lotion.
You were
jerking chicken. Jerk chicken's very good. Very good.
Oh yes, the jerk chicken. You were jerking. The
what do we get the down here?
In the Keys area when he goes to Florida.
Did we talk about the Candlepins for Cancer women's show, the live show, Big 20? We did, didn't we?
I thought we did.
No, I don't.
Because we mentioned Amanda won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mario almost.
So I'll go through it real quick. So the first one was Mario. She defeated Deb DeRosia 312-269.
Right. I didn't think we had the stats, but we talked about it.
Yeah. Mario then defeated Shannon Scribner 334-331.
Ooh, close match.
Mario then defeated Glennis McKinley 348-320. And then she had to face Amanda Carroll, and Amanda Carroll defeated Mario Johnson 355-329. over $1,100 raised for Candlepins for cancer.
Good job.
That's a lot of bowling in one day for my.
That's a lot of bowling. We
So
had
is
the
27 strings in 3 days, but we're going to do it in 2 weeks.
not me. I'm going to be where it's warm.
You're gonna and raining
and sunny. It
And
is
raining.
not. If it's you know what?
Oh
if
my
it's
God.
raining out, I'm going to sit out. Just like I'm just going to be like. Just like
he's gonna sit out there in the lawn chair and film it.
We're gonna see Snapchats from Angie going, "I fucking hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys."
Well, she does that anyway, but except for Brian.
I hope it's +10 in Moncton. I hope it's +10 in Moncton. Little sun out.
I hope it's hot as balls in Moncton, and you guys got 30 some odd teams, and it's sweating. You guys hate life.
We do have 30 some odd teams, and it is going to be sweaty.
36.
And I am going to hate life. No, I think it's only 32. I don't think
anyway.
Got to 36.
The Candlepins for Cancer qualifying rounds this past weekend at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Mass. They had 50 bowlers attend. Your top 5 in order. Your number 1 seed coming in at 607 is Charlie Collins. 605 was Nick Norcross. 600 was Corey Packard. 598 was Ryan Southall. And 596 was the 879-year-old Phil Clough. He's not quite 879, folks, but he is 79, and he qualified for this.
And he bowls Candlepin and Duckpin, I think. He bowls
both. Man. Do you know who really sucks at bowling? That Brian Fuller guy. He is fucking brutal. Do you think he should retire? Like, do you think?
My God, he just got in chat.
Wow. Could he retire with you?
Wow.
This is bad for me to go live. I should have gone live. This is bad. Tim's losing his lunch.
Hi, Fuller. I'll say, hey, what's up?
Hi, Fuller.
Oh, my God.
I got Tim. Oh, I got him. He's dead. I took him out.
I think I pulled a muscle laughing. I don't know, Fuller. We're going to get to your results here in just a minute. So let's finish here. The live show will be on Sunday, March 12th. That will be at Portsmouth Bowlerama, live streaming on the Candlepin Bowling Network. And let's see. I feel like
well this weekend, bud. Did you break 505? Is that what it was? That's
bowling. We do have a pretty cool thing coming up this Saturday, February 4th at 2:30 in Sanford. The ladies versus legend. I say legend.
That's going to be a good match.
We'll call it legends. Like it. Candlepins for Cancer fundraising event. Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook and Al Johnson will be taking on Amanda Carroll and Brooke Betteridge.
Go Amanda and Brooke.
That's going to be a good match, I think.
I think it'll be fun.
I think that'll be a good match. Should be interesting. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got let's go through some results. The Timberlanes Pro Series at Timberlanes this past weekend, the random draw 3-man teams.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to read off. So they went basically top 24 make it.
Yeah, 8, 8, and 8.
8, 8, and 8.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to read the top 8, the top 8 qualifiers. Okay. Sure. Number 1 seed. Number 1 was Tim Douglas, 672. Dave Barber, 663. Justin Waters, 660. Danny Harris, 637. Basically, he did that in 2 strings because the other ones, Danny had, we won't talk about those other 3.
Didn't he have like 60 and 67 or something back
then? He was like, he went 09, 16, 37, 67, 08.
Okay.
Still good, though. I mean, 637. Baker, 634. Corey Packard, 632. Keith Beaupre, 629. Tim Jalbert, 625. And he who shall not be named went 622 in the 9th position.
Wow.
But we won't say he who shall not be named.
Okay. We don't need to talk about him.
He's like Voldemort on this show, I guess.
Oh, don't say his name.
Yeah. Is he like Beetlejuice? If you say
I was
his
name
say,
or like Beetlejuice, you don't say it 3 times. You could say it twice, but don't say it a 3rd time.
Fuller.
Oh no. Oh no. He must be
Brian Fuller Jr. went career. He went 622, folks. The man cracked 600. Congratulations, Brian.
You guys are mean.
So proud of you. Maybe sometime you'll anchor a Worlds team again.
They did have a tie for the 24th position. Ryan, Ivan's cousin's nephew, niece's cousin's nephew.
Yeah.
Ryan Drago.
The Drago.
And AJ Stockton both qualified in the 24th position. They had a one-string roll-off, and I know Ryan threw 141.
Yeah.
That
was a good ball.
To move on.
Right. That was.
And I think AJ had like a 120 something in that.
Yeah, he had 120.
Yeah. So great job there. Let's see. What do we got? We got eliminations.
I think we just know the finals, don't we? I think we.
No, I've got the result. Dave. Shout out to Dave Barber. Dave got all the results in within 24 hours.
What?
It was probably Allie.
Allie's probably gone. What? Allie's probably gone. That's why Dave had nothing to do. So,
but we do. We have in the first round, you had to have 362 to move on. So it was 368, 366, 365, and 362. That moved on. And the semifinals, big. You had to go 380 to move on.
Wow.
So that was Barber, Woodside, and Daly went 393. Baker, Walsh, and Freshie went 380. And then the elimination results came down to the last box. I don't know if you watched it.
I did not. I guess I should.
Barber was sitting on a mark in the 9th, had the lead, gets up, doinks one, misses it.
Headphones off. Spoilers.
Makes it 10. Baker throws a mark and then puts 7 on it for the win. So 352 to 350. I won't shit on Freshie for his performance in the roll-offs. Even though I want to, but I'm not going to.
Did he break 106 at all?
Well, he did in the first round. In the first round.
Is it sad? Is it sad to think that a team with Jeff Walsh on it is not the worst bowler? Is there a time where you'd ever say to yourself, Jeff Walsh is on the team and he's not the worst bowler? When?
Jesus.
When?
Wow.
When? I don't know.
I don't know
when. When would you have a team where you just said, "Oh,
maybe we shouldn't go live anymore, Tim"?
I'm beginning to rethink this whole live concept with Calvin. You
guys see how much editing we do now?
It's just Powerade.
That's some high quality H2O.
That's some high quality. Oh my God!
High quality H2O.
Wow. But no, it was a good match. Congratulations to Baker, Walsh, and Freshie on their Pro Series win.
Yes, congrats.
Let's see. We already did that one there. I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch, but again, when people don't get me results, not a really whole lot we can talk about. Battle of the Sexes.
Thanks, Nico. High five, bud.
So congratulations to Amanda Carroll, Glennis McKinley, and Brooke Betteridge for winning the second annual Battle of the Sexes. They defeated Jeff LaPierre, Jason Sparks, and Keith Beaupre in the finals. So congratulations to them.
Go girls.
And we've got a whole bunch of things coming up. We are at 18 teams for the State of Maine 1710 Bowling Center Drywall Concepts Ripping the Rack 560. That is the weekend of April 23rd.
NASCAR race.
Yeah. So bowling everybody once now? 17?
That's all we were doing. We were bowling everyone once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we were doing 2 divisions and splitting it there.
No, not that I'm aware of. Let's see. We've got coming up Thank you, Lexi, for updating the calendar. You got the WNECA triples and Agawam Bowls coming up this weekend. Exeter once a month. You got Best Box doubles at Lakeside. You got the Pro Series in Woburn on February 26th. You got the King of the River is every Sunday at Riverwalk. Spare Time, King of the Hill.
Shout out to the new queen of the river is Peggy Donnelly. She won the King of the River Sunday. Yeah. So she has
that's
the
right.
belt
She
now.
did. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
The Chicha Rose is coming up on March 4th at Leda Lanes. Get your, contact Cheech. I don't know if it's full. Let's see what else is there. Pro Series on Leda on March 19th. A couple I'm looking for the bigger ones. You got the New Hampshire States the entire month of April. That's at Exeter. You got the Pro Series playoffs at Exeter. You've got the NASCAR race 560. That's in April. You've got the main state eliminations in April. You've got the handicap eliminations, the main state handicap eliminations in April. Let's see. Yeah.
You have the mixed doubles in Augusta in May.
March 17th. Contact Jeff LaPierre, Will Damon for their 3. I don't even know the name. Calvin, that is bugging the guy.
3, 4, 3.
3, 4, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. 5 pins to the mic.
Fun
Omaha. It is. I just don't have the information. I can't easily find it right off the top of my head. But it's March 17th. I think it's the weekend, St. Patrick's Day weekend. Find it on the calendar, and maybe Will Damon should update some information there. That would be.
Calvin, are we going to go live at the 560 in Moncton on our page for some matches?
We could try.
We could do commentary on the finals.
Oh, that would be fun. We could do that. I'd be up for that because most of the time people would be.
I mean, neither one of you going to be in the finals, so.
No, exactly. That's why we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty logical. I think that's.
You think you're Nostradamus or something, dude?
Yeah. I mean, even if we are, I'm definitely not bowling, so we're good there. My team will figure it
out. Let's see.
We'll just sit there and do the announcing.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you didn't read the article that's been posted all over Candlepin chat and everything else, really cool story on NPR regarding Autumn Mowry. She's 20 years old, lives in Ellsworth. She has her, and I don't know if it's just her or her and her family. Her and significant other have purchased the bowling alley in Ellsworth, and they're trying to fix it up.
Is it Acadia Lanes?
Acadia Lanes, I think so. I've only bowled there 3 times. I mean, I have a good record there.
You have a 200 there, right?
2 out of the 3 times I bowled there, I threw a 200 on the same lane, lane 7. On the same lane. I threw a 210 there, and then a year later we had another tournament there. Came out and threw a 204 on that lane.
Good job.
I think I like that lane.
Good job.
What'd you follow the 210 up with? Did you break 100?
Yeah. I set the lane record there. I set all 4 of the lane records that day. That was a good day.
Good job, bud.
If you really must know,
we should change your nickname to Tim Big Head Matero.
I do have a large cranium.
Yeah,
that's what you were talking about, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't have a Peyton Manning 7 head. Peyton Manning's got a 7 head.
I don't know. He's getting there.
Why do you got to body shame Peyton Manning?
If he had the hairdo like Peyton Manning does, I could see Peyton Manning there. Like his hair's more back because he's older than Peyton Manning.
Who would you rather hear do the Super Bowl, Tim? Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, or Peyton and Eli Manning?
Peyton and Eli. Without a doubt, Peyton and Eli.
They're so funny.
They're funny. They're drunk probably for half of it.
They actually know what they're talking about. You think Tony Romo knows football? You're a Dallas Cowboys fan. You know he doesn't know football.
Brian, after my 210, I threw a 149.
Nice.
Oh,
Brian would like to know how many 200s you have, Tim.
1 hand's worth.
5.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you. I've been
Hello,
lucky.
Ian McGregor. Frequent listener.
Oh, I thought you meant this, Brian. Coastal Crusade. I didn't even look at the chat.
No, Fuller.
Oh, yes, Fuller.
No.
I have 5 of them.
Fuller.
All mine. I don't claim anyone else's.
I have one.
BF Big J Little R.
BF Big J Little. Oh yeah, BF Junior.
Big J Little R.
Let's see. Ian wants a nickname for me. Maybe by the next one.
Tim effin Matero.
I feel like I'm missing a question from someone here. And my apologies for this whole going live thing is just kind of screwing with me at the moment.
I think Ian sent me some dumb messages, but I can see what he asked me. They were just dumb and I didn't want to use them, but he's on here now, so we should probably use them.
Tim, Hall of Fame nominations are due soon.
Oh yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yes.
Can we nominate you, Brian? We can nominate you for the
Hall of Fame. You got to be 50.
You got to be 50, and for what?
Be 50 years old. Bob Allard
some of the Hall of Famers' biggest fans.
Hey man, fans should be inducted too.
Let's see. Bob Allard did send me on January 11th during the Men's Classic League. Their team threw a 594 scratch. Four bowlers. Four bowlers went 594 scratch. They had a 127, a 165, a 140, and a 162. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
That's really impressive. That is very good.
I'm trying to think what the highest single.
But it's hard because I don't know if I've ever bowled in a 4-person league.
I was thinking 5. Like, what's the highest single 5-string person total I've seen? Not what's on the record books, just what I've seen.
I've seen 793.
That's
the record.
Did you guys throw it?
No, it was the.
No, that was Sean Dion and Cody and those guys,
right? Corkum and Nate LeBlanc.
Yeah,
and Schnauzer.
That was in Freddie, right?
Yeah, it was in Fredericton. I think their low man wasn't Schnoz. Schnoz had like 160 something. I think low man was Justin Corkum, I think, at 129 or something like that. I know they have it on there. Justin, he shares it every year because he loves it. I love it too. It's good. It's a good string.
Yeah.
No, I just like watching good bowling.
Oh yeah, it is a lot of fun.
And anytime you have a team like that's on fire, it's pretty contagious typically.
You don't even get mad bowling against them because you're like, well, no, you're still like, what are you going to do? Like,
no, you're just like, keep going. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Look, I've been on the losing end of a lot of big friggin' totals. I can't get mad at that.
No,
man, we took some hella beatings a few years ago in the Worlds.
Well, it's not even that. It's like even in any singles event, like, I was on the receiving end of Nate LeBlanc's 180 something up in Bangor the day he went 1486.
Oh yeah.
He goes 180. I went 140.
Yeah, you got.
And spanked. I still lost by 40.
Yeah.
Ryan Hogan wants to know, Brian, why I'm your favorite bowler.
No, he said that other butthole that rhymes with your name that I don't like to talk about.
Okay, I found it. So Sean had 162. Schnoz had 181.
Yeah.
Justin Corkum had 145. Cody Burke had 155. And Nate LeBlanc had 149. So Justin Corkum was low man at 145.
Jesus.
Ouch to be on the other side of that.
That's insane.
That's just disgusting.
Right?
I'd love to see the sheet and see how many open boxes they had.
Like I have the sheet right here. That's what I'm looking at.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I still remember when Craig Holbrook threw his 505 in the Worlds in 92.
Ooh, Nick, that's a good one.
And I'd
have to think about that.
I remember it because I sat back and went, what the hell am I doing here? Like, that was my first year. And there's a dude, I think he went 26 out of 30 boxes with a mark. It was either 25 out of 30 or 26 out of 30. I don't remember which one. And it's just,
how many did Kaler have the night he went 513? 2, didn't he? 2 or 3?
oh, here's a good one. Evan must be listening or watching because he just texted me. He goes, how about 3 out of 5 guys going over 400 in the league and taking 0 points?
I remember that.
Guys,
That was the
they went. This is with handicap. 450, 375, 417, 426, and 382. They went 20-54.
and lost 8.
It took 2.
Okay,
Nope. They took whoever that was. Hold on. That was Evan. They took all 8. The other team.
Oh, the other team had 3.
The other team had 3 bowlers over 400.
Okay.
And didn't take a single point.
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Well, when
the night I set my high 3. Oh, the night I set my high 3 when I went
Maddie is still a better bowler than Evan.
Jason Kaler bowled 475 and his team took no points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine bowling 475 and taking none.
I had 455 and took none.
Imagine going 400 for the first time ever in your life and you lose by 102 pins.
Did he ever come back to bowl?
Nope. No.
Tim,
at least he got done on a 400.
He got done on a 400. First time he ever threw 400. He lost by 102. That was the night I went 502 on him. He literally says, I will never pick up another bowling ball again. I just went 400 for the first time ever. And I just lost by 102
got pound.
That's crazy.
So
Brian, they had 12 open boxes in that 792.
Wow.
God, that's
a lot of 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Those are probably
5, 8.
splits that they just picked.
Probably.
So discuss top 3 power ranking, most improved 2022-23 and rookie of the year.
We'll have to do that next one. We'll have to do that on the next one. So
yeah, that's going to take some thinking, I think. Top 3 power.
Okay, who's going to remember?
Ian,
who's going to remember that
question?
I'll write it down.
Thank you.
Ian, I will say it's the 560 in Moncton. That's the most fun tournament.
Every year. Every year
what
it's the
you
most fun.
Was the most fun tourney you guys have ever bowled in, competitive or otherwise? I don't know. Anyone I win is always the most fun.
I love the 560. If it's I think it's obviously the Worlds or the U.S. International or whatever the hell it is when we call it, the Intergalactic Candlepin Bowling Championships is fun.
So I'm not even. I mean, I understand, and I'm going to take some thought into it and do that question next week. But the top 3 power rankings, can you just go by one person? Because I mean, like, well, he's got top 3. He's got top 3 power ranking, most improved rookie of the year. Like, isn't it probably only one person? Like, he just came back, Danny Harris. Like, isn't he probably like?
Well, he can't be rookie of the year because.
Well, isn't it his first year back though?
Well, just because it's your first year back doesn't make you a rookie.
Well,
your rookie is your first year bowling in it.
Well, rookie of the year.
That's most. You could do most improved. You could do comeback player of the year.
Oh, there you go.
6-man. Do we have a 6-man?
You know what? I am going to go for comeback player of the year in a couple of years. I'm going to take the next couple of years off, and just so I could be a comeback player of the year.
You're not as
Tim. You can't come back. You can't come back and bowl in a 2-team league and call yourself the comeback player of the year.
I sure can. Let's see. Most fun tournament. See, that's tough. And I only
Really? I mean, Can-Ams is fun, but really, like 560, I think is the only tournament.
But see, I've only bowled the 560 twice.
And didn't you have the best time of your life?
No, I did not, because my
I think
arm fell off the first time because of our captain was an idiot.
Hi,
and
that's me.
And my hand exploded on Saturday night, so that was fun.
Oh.
And we only had 5 guys because Brian's like, yeah, it's only it's only
I thought it was
20
only
strings in 3 days or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. 20 strings in 3 days, okay. Lies.
Everyone still thinks we threw that Sunday match so we didn't have to bowl the playoffs.
I couldn't feel my hand.
I threw a lot of matches when I knew I wasn't going to make playoffs.
Oh, and then the last one I bowled in, I brought my stuff. I wasn't on the team, and I brought my stuff because I was like, Brian, if you guys need someone or whatever, I'll bring my stuff so I can bowl with you or something. And Brian, in his wonderfulness, walks in front of me, and
Tim's
someone
got
says,
his stuff.
Yeah, says, oh, they're looking for someone for this team, and Brian opens his, oh, Tim brought his stuff with him. And I'm too much of a nice guy to say no.
Well, that happens.
I wonder why he almost flips my truck sometimes with me in it.
So fun. I don't know. I mean, is it ever fun bowling? It's more fun chatting. It's more fun talking.
It's fun bowling.
No, it's fun bowling. It's not fun for your body.
It was fun bowling 15, 20 years ago when I was, 30 and 35 years old.
I absolutely detested this weekend just because of the automatic scoring, but I still had a great time bowling and having fun with everybody there.
But see, here's the thing. When I retire, I can come visit and say, hey, guys, and I can shoot the shit with people, and then I can leave.
You won't. I don't think you will. I think you'll come in, and even if you do, if you retire and then don't step foot in a bowling alley, like say you retire at the summertime and just say, okay, I'm done. And then bowling season starts back up and it comes to like November and you go to watch Worlds, you're going to be like, I wish I was bowling.
If I retire, I will not be anywhere near where Worlds will be.
I think November. You will be.
Nope.
I think you will be.
Nope. And Brian already knows that I will be probably someplace warm for that week.
I don't think you will be. I think you'll be upset.
Josh Daly, is every house a right-handed house? More often than not, yes.
Yeah. Nobody likes lefties.
Well, except for Holbrook. I like Holbrook.
Well, that's true.
I mean, how can you not like Craig Holbrook?
He's the only one you can like, really.
Really, yeah. I mean,
the only good lefty bowler. Nobody else is good.
Well, all Daly does is just throw it hard.
Well, yeah. Have you ever seen that guy shoot a 9-pin break? Can't make him.
Oh my God! You know what?
Sucks so bad.
When I bowl with Daly and he has a 9-pin break, I usually turn around and not watch. I wait to hear if I hit something. Hear if he hits something.
Tyler, we're not allowed to talk about the Royal Rumble because Tim is a wiener and he doesn't like to not be included in conversations. Brian and I tried to talk about the Royal Rumble for about 4 minutes until Tim decided, oh, I can't keep my mouth shut anymore, and decided to talk. So we have to talk bowling and other sports.
I used to watch wrestling. I still occasionally will watch if I find something interesting. And Brian knows this because we ride up to Augusta every Thursday night and we chat about wrestling. I do not enjoy the version of WWE right now. I think it sucks.
It's all different now. It's great.
And I think it's going to suck as long as Vince McMahon is allowed to have a say in the business. Period. I thought the Rumble business was really passed good. Him. I think the business passed him many, 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 many years ago. But they're so big that they can swallow up the other smaller stuff because they are such a large entity. Top 3 bowling influences in the game. Ooh, that's actually cool.
Tim Matero.
Oh,
Alvin Locke. Brian Athern. according
we are the Mount Rushmore, right?
Definitely number 1.
We're definitely we're the Mount something.
Yeah. According to Paul, I'm number one.
And you guys think there's
influence
butts on the backside of Mount Rushmore?
No.
No, I think they got butts.
There's a treasure. Did you not watch National Treasure? There's a
I
treasure
did.
on the other
There's definitely
side.
treasure in there.
Did I not watch?
Actually,
I'm a history nerd. I was the guy in the theater going, I know what the answer is. I know what the answer is.
Top 3 bowling influences actually is I will say this is, and answer it truthfully, is pretty simple for me, and that would be Russ Neely, Charlie Mylan, and see, the third one's tough because my mother's the one that got me into the game, and she's the one that kind of got me into, moved on to the from juniors to adults. So I'd probably have to put my mother on there, but I'd be hard pressed not to have my sister as one of the top 3 bowling influences in the game. I put together her Hall of Fame nomination over the last several weeks. And by the way, I love the fact that we have a Hall of Fame, but the nomination process is the absolute dumbest thing in the history of dumb things to try to do. It is the most it's stupid. How I can't just do this online?
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean,
there should be a Google form or something you fill out.
And the fact that they want corroborating evidence, and I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I do understand that but everybody knows everybody in the game of Candlepin bowling.
Yeah.
So if I came back and said my sister won 48 titles and this, most people would be like, you may want to rethink that 48 number. That's a hell of a lot of titles in a short amount of time. If I came back and said, well, she had 10 200 strings, really, so I get that there has to be some type of evidence of what a person does.
Yeah.
But I don't know many people that keep every single thing that they do in the game of Candlepin bowling.
Gosh, no. I kind of wish I did, to be honest. I do. I wish I would have had the mindset when I started in Candlepin bowling to just go, everything I do, I want to keep a copy of it because I want to look back at because that would be something I would love to know, is like when I was this years old, I was throwing this many and I was doing this, and like I would love to see that. Unfortunately, you're never gonna see it.
Yeah, look, my sister, like I went through, and thankfully Judy Bowden and Frank Lane really helped me out over the last year or two with coming up with information. Going through, the state of Maine used to have these the Maine Candlepin Pro Tour, Maine State Open Division, these types of booklets, and it had your winners and everything else. So thankfully Judy had them from all the way back in 1991. So she was able to, and one day she was like, yeah, let me know what you need. And the next day I got an email from her and she was like, well, it's, COVID and I got nothing going on. So I just took the time last night, went through every single book I had and wrote down everything that you and Karen had won. Everything. Yeah. So I had the list of, from the state. That's not the ICBA. That's not anything in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, up in Canada. But it's so damn hard to get this information, download the information, try to print the information, and all of this stuff to put it together. When a simple 2 or 3 page form of, list the titles, list this, high single, high triple, high, all that, and call it good, because we all know, for the most part, we all know everybody in the game of Candlepin bowling. Mm-hmm. If someone were to sit back and say, does Chris Sargent deserve to be in the Hall of Fame for Candlepin bowling? Most of us can say yes.
Yep. Yeah.
You may not like him personally. And I know a lot of people that don't like Chris. I get along with Chris. I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I like some of the things he's done? No. Does he like some of the things I've done? Probably not.
No.
But the
Is he a Hall of Fame bowler? Yes.
But he's a Hall of Fame bowler.
Yeah.
You know, Gary Carrington, is he a Hall of Fame bowler? That's pretty stupid. Yes. Why do I have to find all of this information out that he does? Now, granted, he doesn't want to be in the Hall. He has stated many, many times that don't nominate him because he.
Yeah.
Now, that may be a personal thing he has with them. That's fine. Okay. You know, you take a look at let's take a look at some people that are in their, you know, mid to late 30s into their 40s right now. Okay. You know, a Sean Baker. Is Sean Baker going to be in the Hall of Fame, or should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be.
Jeff Surratt, should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Jeff Surratt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robbie Henderson, should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris
Nate
Hollett.
LeBlanc, should he be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. There's a certain eye test that people have to be in the Hall of Fame. It's no different than the NBA. It's no different than the MLB. It's no different than the NFL. Now, the
MLB is so convoluted and crap.
No, the MLB is stupid. It's just stupid. Okay. You have people like Fred McGriff who hit 497 home runs, had to get in with a veterans committee.
Yeah.
And Andrew Jones isn't even in. And Andrew Jones
isn't in. Okay. There's an eye test that, you know, if I watch, I'm going to use my sister as an example. Okay. My sister bowled from 1990 until 2004. That was it. 14 years as an adult. And then she got done with the game of Candlepin bowling and has not picked up a bowling ball since. I'm going through her record. She was a 21-time state of Maine champion. Teams, doubles, mixed doubles, singles. You know, she was a, you know, 7 or 8 Pro Tour titles. Does she pass the eye test to get into the Hall of Fame on the woman's competitive ability? Yeah. 199, 454, 690, 1300. Yeah. But the fact that I had to go through everything and figure everything out to nominate her, and if I've pissed someone off on the Hall of Fame committee, she's not going to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things that I don't care about personalities when it comes to Hall of Fame.
It's stats. It's
I don't care about personalities.
No, I don't either.
Okay. There is no morality clause to get into
Ty
the Hall
Cobb
of Fame.
is in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, and he's
racist. There is a morality clause in the MLB to get in. That is why, yes, there is. That is what your sports writers have to consider morality. How are they? That is why Curt Schilling did not get in, because they don't like his politics. I don't like his politics. I think he's a fruitcake. I think he's a nut job. But
I also think he's Hall of Fame.
He's the greatest postseason pitcher of all time. Record ERA and all of that stuff. Maybe not the greatest. One of the greatest. Okay. Nico perfect
Barry
example.
Bonds
Barry
was
Bonds.
Hall of Fame before.
Barry Bonds never tested positive for steroids. Never. In the history of evers, tested positive. Do I think he did? Absolutely. Look at his head. Your head doesn't grow that much.
90% of the pitchers that threw to him that year on the juice too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Roger Clemens is not in because of steroids. David Ortiz is in. Anonymously tested positive, but you don't know if he did or not. I say he didn't because he never tested positive. People who don't like him say he did. I don't care. It's a Hall of Fame for stats. It goes NFL. NFL has O.J. Simpson in the Hall of Fame. The dude killed 2 people.
Allegedly. Let's not get ourselves
Allegedly. No. Yeah,
he was acquitted.
Allegedly, he was acquitted because the glove didn't fit, so they must acquit.
Views and expressions of Tim Matero are not that of Ripping the Rack podcast under any circumstances.
Thank you.
Let's get into that so we can go. I need to go to bed.
So
I'm exhausted.
We'll end real quick. We'll end quickly. But when it comes to the Candlepin Bowling Hall of Fame, number one, it is a travesty that Canadians are not represented in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely agree.
Did you have more? You went like that, like
No, I think he went. I think he was.
No.
just
I
pointing
was
at-
saying you said number one, and I went number one.
Oh, number one. Okay. And so it's a travesty that Candlepin bowlers in Canada are not represented. Okay. Number two, it's a pain in the ass to nominate someone. Number three, who the hell's even on the committee?
Yeah, I don't
No
even
one
know anymore.
knows. Now,
Let's just start our own.
I
thing.
don't know.
Ripping the Rack Candlepin Hall of Fame.
I don't know if I've been nominated or not. I think I have. Brian, I think Brian did one for me, but I don't know. Okay. If I sealed my own fate and I don't make it in because I've pissed someone off, so be it. I can't stop what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Your committee members, if I'm not mistaken, are all made up of Massachusetts people. Why is there no one from Maine represented? I mean, maybe they are.
Or New Hampshire.
But if you don't,
New Hampshire.
Why is there no one from Canada representative? Why is there no one from it's and they get it because it's an ICBA and there's no Canadian senator except for what, BJ?
No, BJ's not. I
BJ's
don't
the
know if
only
he
one.
still is. I think he was done 2 years ago, to be honest. But he could still be. I'm not sure.
It's just again, I wish they would be a little more transparent with the process.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Sounds like the Stonecutters from The Simpsons.
We do. We do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Tell me like that reference.
Maybe I pushed it too far. I don't know. I will say bowling has been very good to me for a long time.
Pedro.
Bowling has been very, very good to me. I am 12. No, it just has. I've met some great friends through bowling. I've done it for 30 plus years. Okay. My career is down here on the downward slide. And it's only down there because I can't physically do it like I used to. I can't.
The Undertaker of Candlepin Bowling.
Well, if we want to put it in wrestling terms, the Undertaker retired. So sure, I will be the Undertaker of Candlepin Bowling.
No, because you're not retired.
No, I'm definitely finishing out the year.
You're more Ric Flair. You're gonna go till somebody kills you.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna go till somebody kills you.
Yeah. Anywho, Brian. So I don't know where else they can hear our show because
we haven't figured that out yet.
I don't know how I'm going to get this recording onto the others. So do you want to do your views?
You can definitely watch this on YouTube right now. You may be able to check it out on our Facebook page. If not, check the link out on the Facebook page, as well as we'll link it to Spotify, Anchor Breaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. If Tim can do it, I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the views and express? You got to give the disclaimer.
I already did that. When you went off.
No, you got to give one. That was just for me. You need a view. We need a disclaimer.
Oh, we never had any views. Me and Brian.
The views and expressions of Tim, Calvin, and Brian are that of Tim, Calvin, and Brian, and only that of Tim, Brian, and Calvin. If anything on here offends you, we do apologize, but you don't have to listen. But we appreciate you for listening.
All right.
Oh man,
this may be the way we just do this from now on because I kind of like this.
I don't mind it.
I kind of like it.
It's
kind of fun having people actually. I like it.
And we can make fun of them all the time, like that Fuller guy. He sucks.
The next show that we have scheduled will be February 13th.
Oh yeah, but aren't we skipping that? I thought we were skipping that.
I don't know. Will we skipping it, or we maybe do Tuesday night? Because I'll be flying home. I'll be home by then.
Hi, Cheech. But we could do, if we're going live, we could just do it Tuesday night. And
that's all right, Cheech. You didn't have to say hi to Brian or you could just say hi to Calvin.
Right.
That's okay.
He said especially to Calvin. He said hi to all of us, but he put an especially.
I'm sorry, but I read that totally different.
Tim's a dick.
Yeah. Well, we knew.
I mean, I am a dick, but that's okay.
Oh,
See,
hi,
now we
Brian.
saying hi to
Not gonna get
Brian.
in the Hall of
I'm
Fame.
not getting done until he says hi to me. It's just not happening.
I'm out then.
Oh, hi,
That's it.
Cheech. How you doing, buddy?
God damn it. Cheech, why? Why'd you have to? I thought we were good, Cheech, and then you just had to go and ruin it. You had to say hi to Tim.
Yeah, I know. Brian and Kelvin, thank you both for joining. We should have a guest on soon. We haven't done that in a while, but definitely not Fuller.
Oh, I was just gonna suggest Fuller.
I'm just kidding. We've had Fuller on, didn't we?
We could do the roast of Fuller.
Oh, we need a new person to roast because what if we just roasted someone, just picked a random person and did a 5 or 10 minute roast every show?
That'd be funny.
It's like Rio's poems, though.
We could call it the roasting section. We could call it something. The roast. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
The rotisserie grill.
Oh my god!
All right, I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
I'm leaving.
No, because I'm not letting you go.
The
show goes on.
All right, bye everybody. Tim,
wait. In the words of Balfour from Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. Not fucking leaving.
Okay.
Sorry,
dude. Stop cursing. We're gonna get kicked off YouTube.
No, I said we weren't for kids. We're good. We can curse.
All right. Well.
All right. So appreciate it. Calvin's gone, so now we can talk shit about him if you want, or we can just leave.
Bye, everybody.
All right. See you guys.